come back with James Stewart. What do you think about Run of the River projects and their environmental impact?
I think there are two questions there. I think Run of the River can be environmentally friendly and can be a good solution to finding solutions to our electrical needs. I think that the bigger problem is that under Bill 30, we're essentially privatizing our rivers under this provincial government. And I think that's a much bigger problem, that we are essentially allowing corporations or small companies, mostly they're larger companies, to come in and to take ownership of the river, and that causes a lot of problems for those people downstream. And so I think that the Green Party should take a strong stand in opposition to Bill 30.
Thank you. Damien?
Well, you know, the Green Party has a bit of a reputation of being naysayers for a lot of provincial policy, and I think that a lot of the things that we come out against are very good at. But on Run of River, there are a lot of benefits. As you're probably all aware, we are a 10% net importer of energy in BC right now, so we're buying cheap coal and nuclear energy from California through the middle of the night from 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. So we need to do something to be more sustainable with our own energy needs, and Run of the River is one of the solutions. But we need to look at it on a case-by-case scenario and ensure that the 10 years are not more than 20 to 25 years, because we don't want to privatize our rivers. We want to ensure that our rivers and our resources maintain in the public hands.
Everybody's working well under time, which is great. And so I'm just going to say, Ben, it's your turn. Let's go.
All right, thanks. Well, obviously the biggest problem with what's going on with the Run of the Rivers is the privatization of water. Water needs to remain in public hands. But beyond that, there's a lot of side impacts of this, which is that we're not looking at freedom of information, community participation, and true empowerment through these power projects. We shouldn't be imposing things on communities. The role of the provincial government is to empower communities, to give the resources that are necessary, and unfortunately we're moving in exactly the wrong direction on that. That being said, it's unfortunate that our provincial government has chosen power projects which do have a lot of potential. Run of the River power projects are a lot better than big dams. They're a lot better than oil and gas production in a lot of ways. But we're using these projects, I think, almost as a privatization scheme. The government's taken these potentially sort of positive green projects and use them to turn a lot of power and control over to hands where I don't think they should be. So they've got some potential, but we're doing it in totally the wrong way.
And Sylvain, thank you.
I am completely for true Run of the River, but not pretend Run of the River, which has smaller dams. It's like calling a woman sort of pregnant, or a forest, that has one tree left standing, kind of not a clear cut. So I think we really have to be careful about what we call Run of the River. I agree with everything that everyone else has said, with that qualifier included, and I would like to update our knowledge of alternative energy by announcing something I discovered in Dawson Creek when I was there yesterday, I think? No, the day before. No, 4 days ago. They announced, while Alberta announced the construction that they want to do of 2 nuclear reactors, Dawson Creek has just okayed a wind farm which will produce enough electricity for 360,000 houses, which is 1/3 the potential of the 2 nuclear reactors, which is pretty awesome. So I think we really have to go site appropriate. We have to work with the people. There were 5 people only, 5 homesteads against the wind farm. Now it's 1, and that's out of all the people in the Dawson Creek. But just like the global warming scenario, and do we have real climate change caused by people or not? The newspapers unfortunately made it look like the majority of people were against it, and it was just in the end 1 person. So we really have to work with people.